Howdy, I'm a bounty hunter from Montana, and I'm here with Patriotic Pug, the most patriotic pug in the world. What do you think about our great country there, Pug? Do you love our country? You love some bad breath there, Pug. Anyways, welcome to the Calendar Girls, Patriotic Pug, Calendar Girls. Calendar Girls. With all the patriots that there are that be patriotically patriotic. Have a happy 4th of July, y'all.
Alright, guys. So, Calendar Girls, and it is hosted this month by yours truly and my very good friend, the busy housewife, Jessica. Project number 1. This one has to probably be my favorite. So I got this wood round from a garage sale, for $3. This one was very simple, but I have gotten to love Thomas Kincaid's, pictures just because I have gotten into very much of cottagecore. So, this one is... We are doing patriotic, by the way, guys. This is all patriotic decor, but this one is has the patriotic look to it. It has the flags, the banners on the fence and everything. But I really liked the flowers and the cottage in the background and everything. But I really liked the whole shebang. So I just went with it, and I am just going to Mod Podge this basically down. I'm actually using DIY's liquid patina. It's just it's a lot thinner than Mod Podge. These calendars that I have here are very thick. They're not like, these aren't from Dollar Tree. These are not the thin ones. So you had to do a little bit more, especially on this wood. It soaked up so much of this. But right now I'm kind of just ripping along. I was very impatient, and I should have waited a little bit longer for this to dry a little bit more, because I did kind of rip up a little bit too much of it. I did want that bark to show. But I'm just basically ripping around the edging of the picture, and some of it was just kind of ripping too much of it and kind of going into more of the plaque. But we end up fixing that. But I'm just basically just ripping around the edges and stuff. Like I said, I was just impatient. But here I'm just kind of taking some more of that liquid patina, and I'm just Mod Podging it down, and I do give this a good coat of it down on top of it. It just kind of gives it a good coat, and to make sure everything is all sealed in and nice. Everything turned out great. I am gonna put a hanger on this, and I'm actually gonna hang this on my wall. This is something I'm probably gonna keep. I'm gonna try to include this into a gallery wall or something into my house. I'm now just basically just going around the edges a little bit, just trying to get rid of some of that excess along the bark, but I didn't want the bark to come off or nothing, so we're just basically just going around it. And that's basically all I did with this, guys. I absolutely just love it. Like I said, probably my favorite. DIY number 2. That's why it was number 1. This sign I got from I've had it in my stash for a while. I don't know if I actually bought this or if I got it from my sister-in-law or somebody, but I've had it in my stash for a while, and I got it. I had the oh my gosh, the Dollar General sticker on it for $5. But right now I'm gonna go over the border with cobalt blue, It kind of had this like light purple, like lavender color, and that definitely wasn't going to be what I wanted. So I kind of went over just the middle, or the inside border here. And now we're going to go over the top of it and just kind of give it a finishing touch here. Made sure all of that was dry. And now we're going to take these cute little Highland cow calendar pictures. These turned out so cute, you guys. My bathroom is Highland cows, just so you guys are aware. And this is going to be a cute little tradition to my bathroom. And yes, I'm probably going to keep this up all year long. I don't care if it's Americana or not. It's going to go in there. It's going to be adorable. So I'm going to Mod Podge this down. I just give it a nice little coat of that liquid patina. And I'm just going to put this down inside here. And I don't bother. Like I said, this one I actually got from Temu. This is not a Dollar Tree calendar, so it is thicker, so you don't even see the writing behind it. If this was a Dollar Tree calendar, because they're so thin, you probably would have had to paint that in the back, because it probably would have been able to see it. But yeah, I didn't have to paint that or nothing, so it was pretty simple. And I am just, I actually had to go back in and, like I said, Mod Podge a little bit more of that. And I'm actually going to go over some of the top of it because I was having a little bit of issues getting it to stick down. Now, you can kind of see my paint job wasn't the best. So we are actually going to take a little bit of this jute and we are going to go over the very edge of this to kind of hide all of my messy painting. And it just kind of gives it a little bit of a nice little pop. It hides all of that and it kind of gives it a little bit more of a nice pizzazz, I guess. I do cut off the excess. Then I'm going to add a little rusty star, little tiny one, to that little hole up there. I did want to cover that up. So I just put one above his little head there. And then I just felt like I needed something else over here in this corner. So I'm just adding a couple of like buttons. So this is a big white button and then a red button on top of it. Little maroon button and then that red and white button on top of that, and then we add a big blue button along the side there just to give it a little bit more decorative. And and then I add my hanger to the back of it. So I just flip it around. I do grab a ruler. Now I don't know if it's just because my sign is, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if it's just because my camera is funky on this, but it really looks like I am not getting it straight. And it's not lined up or whatever. It's like it looks way too far over to this one corner, but quit, you two! Really? I'm sorry, my two cats are fighting right now. Sorry, guys. Anyway, but no, I don't know, like, I don't know if it was just because my ruler was lined up weird or whatever, but it looked like it was not lining up. Anyway, project number 3. Sorry, I got distracted. So here I'm taking a star and I'm actually ripping the backing off of one of my calendars. This had a nice red to it, solid red. And I'm just gonna trace the star form in the back here. And then I'm just gonna cut it out. I'm gonna use this for the back, like the solid back of it, and then we're going to add some other cool designs to decorate it out. And I probably could have cut some of this out because you didn't need to see me cut out the entire dang star. I apologize, you guys. I'm sure you guys all know how to cut. Wow. I did not realize I showed you all of that. Anyway, moving on. Again, I'm going to grab some of that liquid patina. And we are going to just Mod Podge that down. I do start in just a section. And this one is very, very thick, you guys. Again, this one is not from Dollar Tree. This one came from Hobby Lobby. And this one is a very, very thick cardstock kind of material. So, and this wood, like I said, sucks up this liquid patina so much. I had to coat this on there. Anyway, I do go around the edges. I did cut it a little longer than what I needed, but I'd rather have it longer than too short. So we do take a sanding block and I do go around the edges and make sure that we're all good there. And once we got it all sanded down and good, I'm going to take a little bit of some music notes here. It's kind of an antique looking music notes. These I believe I got off of Amazon or something. They've been in my stash for a very long time. Just some rustic looking ephemera stuff that I've received. And we're just gonna Mod Podge this down. This does get a little wrinkled, so I do have to take my little mini iron to it after to iron it down to get that all down and smooth. I am then going to take the same the same calendar. No, maybe this is a different calendar. This is a different calendar. And I'm going to cut out this picture here of this, I think it's a kid, kind of running through the field with the flag behind him. I'm just going to kind of rip out this image of the flag that he's running with. You can't really even tell that it's a person that's running with the flag. It just kind of looks like the flag, to be honest with you. So you can't really see him, but you can kind of see his feet and the shadow of his head. But we're going to kind of line up this flag on here because I wanted the flag. And I'm going to Mod Podge this down as well. This one also came from Hobby Lobby. And yeah, we're going to give this a good healthy coat as well of Mod Podge. I do go around and sand off the excess of that as well. There was a couple of spots that were hanging over the edge, just to give it a good cohesive look. I then take a little dark blue ribbon and I'm just kind of outlining a couple of those spots. We needed a little bit more blue, I felt, in this. So I decided we were going to just go over a couple of areas here. I left the top because I liked the little missing pieces in the music notes that were up there, but I did go around the side and the bottom piece of the music notes there. And then I'm going to take this seed packet I don't remember. I should have shown what it was called, but it is the seed packet ones. I don't even know if they still have these available, guys. But they're the IOD rub-on transfers, and I wanted to add some roses or something to the side of this So I'm just gonna, I cut off the top of them because I didn't want it to cover up more of that flag, but I did want them to lay on top of the flag in some way. So I'm gonna kind of just rub on this bottom one, and then we're gonna kind of piece that those other flowers onto it, basically. And I'm just kind of grabbing a plastic tool and I'm just kind of rubbing them on. If you guys don't know nothing about rub-on transfers, which majority of my viewers do, you just basically just rub them down and then just press them down. And if something doesn't transfer, then you just stick it back down and rub it some more until that transfer rubs up, and then pull it up. They're very simple and easy to use. And then I do got this little tiny picture that I cut out of a magazine. Actually used it in a picture, or in a vignette a while back, and it just says "God Bless America." And I'm actually gonna add this to the very top corner up here. I kind of wanted to make it look like it was like tacked to the top corner, and that's also where our little hole for our rope is up there. But I have these they're like little plastic things. I don't even know what they're from, to be honest with you. I just got a bunch of them. They're actually just, I don't know, plastic, like puncture stuff. I don't know what they're for, but I'm just using it. I just like used the little thing, or I used my metal things to clip off the back of it, and I just kind of glued it on there, and then I used my rub and buff to make it look more gold, more bronze, or whatever. And here we are at the final reveal, now that I've stopped yakking. Anyway, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed all of this. Make sure you guys go check everybody on the playlist. Make sure you guys go check Jessica out. She always does such cute projects. I'm excited to see what everybody comes up with this theme. I love patriotic stuff. I don't usually decorate too much with it, but I love it. It always brings me into the summer theme, even though I'm not a big summer person. I don't usually like the heat. I'm not a heat person. But anyway, yes. So definitely go check everybody out. And yeah. Also, guys, go check me out over on Whatnot, guys. I got a couple of videos coming out here over on Whatnot, a couple of shows, and I would love for you guys to go check me out over there. I will have the link down in my description box, and I can also have it linked in my comments, so you guys can find me over there if you guys are interested in going to find me over there. God bless you guys, and I hope to see you soon. I will have a Thursday video out too, if I can get it uploaded and edited. God bless you all. Bye.